this is MattDoesFitness. Now today what I'm going to talk about is circuit training, but in particular circuit training for beginners, so literally a circuit that anyone can do. Now I know a lot of people when they're trying to get fit, lose some weight or whatever, will they tend to go to gyms or get personal trainers. They spend a lot of money, and I don't really think, especially for beginners, it's really necessary. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk you through and demonstrate a really kind of basic beginner circuit. It consists of 9 exercises and they're kind of split into 3 parts. So you've got upper body, middle body and lower body, and you basically rotate those 3 exercises, so upper, middle, lower, or whichever order you want. So I'll talk you through them, I'll show you how to do them, and then at the end of the video I'll give you like a kind of a layout of the how you do the exercises. Okay, so right, the first thing we're going to do, so if we're talking about upper body first, we're going to do a dip. Okay, so again, I'm in my house, all I've got is a chair and a mat, and you need nothing to do it. Okay, so first exercise is a dip. So I'm going to put my hands here, and again we're looking at beginners, so you can put your feet here. If you're not confident with going straight legs, just come in, feet here, your knees are bent, and all you're going to do is dip down to here and then come up. Okay, so dip down and come up. If you look at my upper arms, they're kind of going parallel to the ground, no further. So you shouldn't be going right down to here, because that's going to hurt your shoulders. And likewise, there's no point just doing this because you're not getting enough of range. So down to about here and then up. Down to here and up, and that's a dip. Okay, so that's upper body. Right, now going to lower body, we've got a squat. Okay, so all you're going to do, you're standing with your feet slightly wider than a shoulder width apart, slightly pointing out, and all you're going to do is just sit back. Okay? Now the squat is really easy to go wrong. You get lots of people doing all kinds of variations. You get people that tend to, kind of the classic mistake is to squat like this, so to sit forwards, which is putting a lot of pressure on your knees and your ankles as well. So ideally, you're going to pretend there's a chair behind you. So what you can actually do initially is just literally stand in front of a chair, and then when you squat back, your bum should just be kind of touching the chair. Okay, so if you do this and you know in the chair, you know you're not squatting right. So ideally, squat back until your thighs are about parallel to the ground. No deeper, no higher up. Okay, so that's the squat. Like that. Okay, so we've got upper body, lower body, and then we've got middle body. So we're talking about your core. First exercise you can do, a classic, is just kind of like an ab curl. So all you're going to do, lie on your back, my knees are up, my feet are flat on the floor, my back's nice and flat. Put your arms wherever you want, but try not to use them too much to cheat. And you're literally just going to curl up like this. So curl up, okay? So you're not going to come up all the way for a sit-up, because we're going really basic, really beginner. But there's no use just doing a tiny one. You're kind of getting about middle, so about here. So maybe aiming for about 45 degrees, something like this. Okay, so that's your middle. Now going back to upper body, we're going to go for a press up. Okay, so really classic, really basic exercise. Again, to make it as kind of beginner orientated as possible, I'm going to do it on my knees. Okay, so everyone can do these. I've never met someone that can't do these. All right, so you should be fine. You're going to go down into a press up position, which is about like this. Okay, and all you're going to do is really slowly lower yourself down until your chest is on the floor, and then come up to straight. Okay, so down to chest on the floor, up to straight, down and up. Okay, to make it harder, you can move your hands further from your body, so like this, which makes it a bit harder. And then obviously the ultimate progression is just a full normal press up. Okay, so that's your upper body. Then we're going back to your legs. Alright, so the next leg exercise we're going to do is a lunge. Okay, so all you're going to do, you're going to put one foot in front of the other and the other foot back, and you're literally just going to drop down and come up. Drop down and come up. Okay, now what you're aiming for is your front knee shouldn't be going past your foot. Okay, so if you find yourself doing this, it means your legs aren't far apart enough. So you're going to bring your back leg further back, just drop down, and you'll notice my knee is at 90 degrees and my knee is also in line with my ankle. Okay, so I'm not here, I'm also not out there, I'm looking for this, okay? So you just drop down and come up. And your back knee should kind of just be touching the floor, okay? So down and up. And then obviously you're going to change sides, okay? So that's legs. Now going back to your core, so the middle of your body, you're going to go for a plank, okay? So all you're going to do, if I do it here so you can see, you're on your front, similar to a press up, except for you're going to be on your forearms, okay? So you've got your forearms on the floor, your toes on the floor, and nothing else. Now if you look at my body, from the top of my head down to my heels is a nice straight line. And that is what you're aiming for, okay? You shouldn't be doing this, and you shouldn't be doing this, okay? This is putting a massive amount of strain on my lower back. It's a terrible idea. And this is too easy. So this is what you're looking for, and you're going to hold it for a certain period of time, which I'll set at the end of the video. Okay, so that's the middle of your body. Now, going back to your upper body. One last exercise for your upper body. Now, we've done a press up. This is going to be a slight press up variation. So all you're going to do is go back into your press up position on your knees, and instead of doing this position here, which if you look at me this way, is kind of quite wide, you're going to bring your arms in slightly closer. So they're just closer than shoulder width apart. And then instead of bringing your elbows out when you go down, you're going to keep your elbows right next to your body. Okay, so it's like this, down here. So move back so you can see it. So like this, and your elbows are going to skim your body as you go down. Okay, so they shouldn't be out here. They should be right next to your body, and they skim your body as you go down. Okay, which makes it more kind of tricep as opposed to chest. Okay, now as with the last press up, you can progress it by moving your hands further from your feet and then eventually going up onto your toes. Okay, but like I said, this is a really kind of beginner basic circuit, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, now the next leg exercise we're going to go for is it's called a ski sit. Okay, so I'm sure you might have seen it before. Now, exactly the same position as with your squat, but you're going to kind of lean on a wall, okay? So your feet are going to be about this far from the wall. You might have to change it as you go. You're going to sit back, kind of a bit closer like this, and you'll notice once again, my knees are about 90 degrees and my knees are also over my ankles, okay? So again, if you're like this, your feet are too close to the wall, and if you're any further out, then they're too far apart, okay? So I'm here, knees at 90 degrees, back nice and straight. I'm just going to sit here, that's all you do, okay? You're really going to feel it in your quads, but again, it's a fantastic exercise and it's really easy. You can do it any way you want, okay? So that's the legs. And the final one, again, looking at your core, middle of your body, is a bridge, okay? So all you're going to do, as with the plank, it's kind of it's a hold. It's not a movement, it's a hold, okay? So you go, feet on the floor, lying flat on your back, arms by your side, and all you do is lift your hips up, so that again, as with the plank, from my chin up to my knees is a nice straight line, okay? If you're down here, then it's a waste of time. If you're looking for this nice straight position, your core's going to be nice and tight, and again, to progress it, you can put your feet further out. The further out your feet are, the harder it becomes, but you must maintain that straight line. It's really, really important, okay? And this is looking more at your lower back, and your bum, okay? So this is really, really good. So it's called the bridge. Now, with the bridge and the plank, a good bit of advice, it sounds a bit strange, but while you're holding the position, the feeling you're looking for is similar to, if you pretend you need the toilet, you need a wee, right, and you're trying to hold it in, and you're going to contract these muscles down here, so you're trying to hold in going for a wee, right? That's the same feeling you're looking for, okay? So that's called they're core muscles, and you're going to keep them nice and tight the whole time, right? Otherwise you might feel it in a slightly different place, okay? Okay, so that was my beginner circuit. In a minute or in a second on the video, there'll be a list of those exercises and then kind of advice on reps. Basically, how many you do is down to you. So maybe for your first circuit, you're going to do those 9 exercises, so upper body, lower body, middle body, upper, lower, middle, upper, lower, middle. You're going to rest for maybe a minute and then go again, okay? You can progress how many times you do that. You can progress the number of reps you do each time. Maybe start at, say, 5 reps, and then for the plank and the bridge and the ski sit, maybe do 10 seconds and progress it each time. But the best thing about circuits is that you can always progress them. You can gauge your progression because, you know, week 1 or day 1 you can do it for this time. Next week you can progress the time and you can progress the amount of reps you do. So it's all progressive. It's really good. It's easy to gauge how you're doing. And that's it. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like my videos and watch all my videos, and there'll be loads more. That's it.